said these characters back each other, but they're a premium team. Mind you, I just told you I had to do that with casters. So on my main account, I skipped Fight Nine because I I I wasn't about to spend that much. Fuck that. Like we won't play that game. I got Hyacinth. I actually lost the 50-50 on her light cone and lost the 50-50 on the dupe of her. No. I lost 50-50 on her light cone. Yeah. No, that's what happened. I lost 50-50 on the first on trying to get her. And then then I had to get her on the guarantee. And then I lost the 50-50 on her light cone. Said, screw that. I'm not going to do that because I still wanted to get high ceilings, who I also lost the 50-50 on. And I wasn't going to fall light cone because Evernight was coming out. And still want to get Hyacinth's light cone on her rerun. So decisions have to be made. It is what it is. On this account, there wasn't even that. I think I just kind of pulled Fight Nine on the whim because I was just like, I don't got him on my main account. Fuck it. And I already got Sunday, so cool. But then you turn around at the high ceilings, and I have to spend this same $150 on every night. Every night was a little bit more gracious. No, I think I spent like $100 on every night. And her, like, not on this account. Like I said, this is a free to play account. This account is just I used. I think I finished that Forest story and a bunch of others, and like some old simulated universes I never touched. And I had enough to get her light cone, and her E1. I was going for her E2, but I didn't feel like grinding all that stuff out. I mean, I like to, like I said, this is an alternate account, so just keeping it at least feasible and playable, that's good enough for me. Honestly, I use my stamina to get this stuff up. This 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 account is still good enough to clear MOC. So we're not tripping. Like, we're not tripping over that. So I look at down. I don't know what light codes I have for this account. I'm kind of hoping I have like Japar light code or something like that. Where's Don Hong at? I could have sworn I had him on the pinned. I guess not. All right, cool, whatever. So Don Hong, let's see. No, I do not have Japar's light cone up here. I've never used this light cone, so I don't really understand how to at the same time immediately restore HP. Is that something like if you're doing like continuous battles or something, and when you start the battle off, you just get to 30% HP? I mean, I hope that's not it because it's not that kind of like I've heard people tell me that you use this like home. Like I was talking to my homeboys, and like I said, I don't use preservation units. Honestly, that sounds like it kind of sucks. Like it seems like it kind of sucks for, but hey, whatever. All right, defense by 16%. Blah blah. Okay, yeah. All right. So what you do with adventuring for Acheron teams? Okay. The wearer is more likely to be attacked. The damage taken is reduced by 16%. I mean, for what preservation is trying to do, I don't think this light cone gives a fuck about that either. Like, not for what preservation is trying to do, but what they're trying to do in this age. Like, like as soon as you start an account, if you got a team that has good enough crit damage and enough synergy, you can get enough through the game until you get the end game. You can make it end game easy like that without any effort. Like I actually did it on this account where like I actually didn't start pulling until I think I pulled like I said, I don't know how this is gonna be fixed because like I've seen people with Casteris running other light cones because of the whole problem where they can't like the other effects are kind of useless and it doesn't matter. Like a lot of these effects like a lot of these effects that these characters have, they're not specific to either their light cones or the battle pass light cones. This is the problem. Like it's not for me, but there's still a problem that like you could just you could just skip all of this for most of the remembrance light cones, especially for characters like Casters and Evernight, and just go for HP centric light cones. God, look at the HP drop off. 1270, then you go to 1050. I mean, I guess it goes up when you max enhance it, but then Evernight isn't really that impressive either, but it's still higher than I don't think I got any of these guys level 80. God, look at that. Look at that drop off. 57. This one right here. Okay, yeah. Increase the max HP, rare max HP by 18%. Hold on, sure. Well, none of that shit's gonna. Oh yeah, none of this shit's gonna matter. Yeah, none of this. My bad. None of this is gonna matter. You're not gonna be able to get this any of the effect. All you'd be able to get was the HP and the attack and defense. But I've seen people using that for casting it in some cases every night because the the free to play options. I mean, and the gotcha options, they're trash. Like what the fuck am I gonna do with some of these options? Like I said, I don't think I pulled any of the gotcha options except for these. And I look at this when the wearer summons the member sprite for the first time, recover one skill points and 12 energy for this unit. It is not only is it sucks because it says for the first time. That's fucking garbage. But let's be honest. If you play Remembrance and even if you don't have higher sin and you have these two units in like trivia or something, or you have these three units, when have you ever had a problem with skill points? Ever? Like, or if you're running a glide with these with the combination, whatever. Even if you don't have a full remembrance team like this account does, when have you ever had a problem with skill points? Casters doesn't use skill points. Trailblazer, depending on what you're running with. I mean, yes, you'll probably use a skill enough, but I mean, Trailblazers also since Mim kind of pretty much attacks anyway. Trailblazer, if you're running with ice weakness, it's kind of better just to go ahead and smack that freeze on the character anyway. If ever, especially if ever, Evernight they're doing coming to, it kind of makes it easier for that for ice weak enemies. Evernight, when are you ever gonna use? You're not using skill points for Evernight. This entire like that team is so skill point positive, it's crazy. Especially because Evernight now she actually gives that skill point. So like you're going to be at 5 skill points. Even when I'm running somebody like Linksha, which for his team, she's only there to skill, and she's only there to skill and help mitigate the loss of HP. I can use Locha for that too, but I like Linksha. I like Linksha better because she has to heal and her summon has to heal, so it's more consistent for what you're doing with Remembrance. Even though, to be honest with you, Remembrance doesn't need a fucking healer. I don't really need to run healer at all because like it doesn't matter. The team's gonna decimate everything before it's over with anyway. Like like March is like home. Well, Evernight is like home. You see all this good shit. Yeah, that's cool, and it works. It makes her a lot better because I tried her E0S0 and I was like, damn, I think I might have messed up pulling this character. You're like, I don't know, she kind of I ain't saying she has, but like it wasn't the same feeling I had with Casters. Casters, and you remember Casters came out. I mean, I guess if you want to run it cloud, but I don't know how good they run together. Casters wasn't having anybody that she could really run with, but Blade. Blade and like that was the only character she was really benefiting. Blade, I think that was right around the time right before Blade got his rework. It might have been around the time. I don't know. I ran them together. I liked it, but But Casterus, she didn't. She could still pop off without her light cone, I guess. I mean, I got a light cone because you look at some of them things. I mean, allows the allows the memo sprite to annoy 30% of the target's defense. Yeah, we taking that every time, bro. It's like fuck off. We're taking that every time. The rest of the light cone doesn't even matter. They're like, I didn't give a damn about anything else that light cone, but that line of text right there. That's all that matters. Yeah, when the memo sprite loses HP during their own turn, yeah, that's amazing. I take that. I'm taking that every time. Like this light cone. Now I probably could like my remembrance Trailblazer is garbage. But like I said, like on this team, I don't. For one, it doesn't really matter because this character and as long as this character has somebody to help them, they're fine. Like that's all that matters. As long as this character has somebody that can help them and she's not actively killing the other character, which you ain't really gonna have that problem too much with Evernight, because Evernight's pretty much trying to kill herself too. So I mean, I don't know how the fuck this is going, but that but when you run into characters like we got have a new like you run into characters like this Don Hung, where you got a preservation character, but none of the free options look good on like even Finite. I can go get the That's why I was in that damn boat that you get at the Pentacle. You can tell I haven't even unlocked it. I think the doors are still red, yeah. So I haven't even unlocked it. I can't even go around here. But that's why I was over here anyway, because I was going to buy Finite. I was going to buy the Destruction Light Cone for Finite. It's not the best, but if you read Light Cones, know what they can do, it's good enough for him to. It's good enough for him to rock. It's actually like that Destruction Light Cone's probably one of the best agent light cones in the game because for most destruction characters that can actually use it and utilize it, it's pretty good. But you go back into this light cone thing. Like I said, I understand why they're doing it. It's just it gets into the scum situation when you see that Zenless is doing the same thing. I don't know what Monaco's light cone does. I haven't pulled on that. I haven't pulled on that Lycone banner. I think I got like 3 copies of Monato. I haven't pulled. I haven't name is. I don't really like her. Not really a fan. I pulled on the banner because I wanted to get Monato. Not gonna lie to you. I pulled on the banner because I wanted to get Monato. And now they got the other UK Summit shit coming out. I'm just gonna say it for her. So you probably not gonna see unless I pull. So nah, that's not her name. The Yit Hard girl is the other girl that's coming out, the octopus girl. I don't even know this character's name because I don't. It's certain characters that I kind of just read the summary of, and I'm just like, all right, I don't care. And I played through the game, and I care even less about that character. So I like the Yit Hard character. I like her story, but she seems kind of pointless without the support. We'll see. But back to Star Rail, like unless Cyrene is kind of like Trailblazer, where she doesn't need her light cone, this is going to be a problem going. This is going to be a problem going forward because not enough people are actually talking about it. And you got idiots like me that on my main account, I was like, oh shit, Casters need a light cone. Ching! I don't know. I could go E2 for casters like most people do, but E1 is pretty much seems like the baseline. I need to go. Ching! Oh damn. Oh damn, Evernice. Oh damn, Finite came out. I would try to spin for him. No, I didn't spin for. Oh man, like Heist comes out, I got to go spin for him. Ching. Damn, lost the. Oh man, Hyacinth's coming out. Hyacinth's coming out. Hyacinth's coming about a rerun in a couple weeks. I'm assuming. So damn, gotta gotta go, gotta go ahead and. But I hope that would be fine if they just if they. I don't think they're gonna have any mercy. I don't know if it's public when she's coming out, but I'm assuming that Hyacinth's rerun is gonna come out with Cyrene because they want to make money. And Hyacinth is the Ron May of this year, where everybody trash. Well, Linksha falls into that category too, but she, like they're the Ron May of this year, the Linksha of this year, the character where, oh man, this character doesn't do that much. I have Bronya. Bronya is gonna be way better than spending my time to get Ron May. Oh, this character sucks. I have Gallagher. Why would I need Young Lingsha when I can use Gallagher? She's only going to be good for break teams. Hew, hew, hew. Oh, Hyacinth doesn't heal for that much. I still have Wolf Wolf. I don't need Hyacinth. Her heals are really negligent anyway, and her follow-up attacks don't do that much damage. And then 2 months later, those same people are complaining because they don't have the character. This character had one of the one of the more high anticipated reruns for a character that nearly everybody trashed when she came out. Same thing happened with Goat May. Like Ron May is literally for me the greatest character to ever come out of the game. It is what it is. Like even now, she still is very useful. So for me, she's the best character to ever come out of the game. So we're in this situation now where you have and you gotta include Tribby in this because Tribby is like that. Tribby is like Tribby is bananas. And I don't even have Tribby on my main account because like I said, I couldn't justify spending. I wasn't gonna get every year for this character. I didn't spend for a Glaya because a lot of times I stay away from the first character of the new this because they usually either be shit or they usually be a character that doesn't synergize well with the character that's going to come out for a couple months later. You can say the same thing with Yishuan because I got her, but you can say the same thing for her where it kind of feels like they're not gonna it feels like she's not gonna mesh well with the other Rupture characters, and I don't know. Maybe she does. Who knows? But you're in this situation here now where to run Remembrance, you have to have at least two premium characters. There's no way around it. There's no way around it whatsoever. Now, Super Bray didn't have this problem. You had Harmony Trailblazer. Honestly, you could run Harmony Trailblazer, Himiko. You could run these two with break sets and clear everything that had weakness to those characters. I mean, you need a heavy damage. You need that one heavy damage dealer. Like let's say you have like I'm saying like if you didn't have Firefly, you didn't really need Firefly for the break team to really at least do something. This team you have no choice. This team you have absolutely no choice. You have to get the character. You have to get these specific characters because nothing else works with it. Hell, Evernice Kid pretty much like, look at her E1. Her E1 literally says, as long as she's on the field, there's four more targets on the field. Allies memo sprites do damage. So, sure, let's say I have Link Show on the field since well, that works anyway because since the memo sprites count as actual characters. So let's say I have Lynx on the field. Lynx is not getting any of this shit, which she doesn't really need to because she's a healer. But that's still beside the point. What if you had Hyacinth and you have like I don't know some other character like Adventuring or somebody to shield, but you probably wouldn't run on Remembrance anyway. But You get the point. Let's say you have a non-remembrance character. That character is completely that comparative is completely useless to what these characters kids are doing. Same thing with casters. I mean that character is just there to make sure that those characters don't die, which is what I'm using Linkship for. That's why she's not even maxed out. Like she doesn't need to be. Like she's just there to make sure that Castorus doesn't kill the team because I don't have Hyacinth. Because without Linkship, Locha, Hyacinth kills the team. It's kind of like if you play Dokai, you see the Tech Super Saiyan Kid, Kaioken Goku, where he's just actively killing the team while not doing anything to help the team stay alive. Castor does enough to help the team stay alive where after she does her own, but she's at 92 speed. I gotta change that. But the problem that you run into is that yeah, she helps out with that stuff, but she doesn't do it. She doesn't do it even half as good without this, and she doesn't have anything that can help if you don't have this. If you don't have this, you're fucked. It is what it is. I mean, you'll be able to run her. I mean, yeah, sure, but without this, I mean, you already digging a hole on a team that needs three premium, three premium characters. I still feel like this team needs Hyacinth. That's why I'm going for Hyacinth unless Cyrene is a situation where she makes Trailblazer relevant, which prepares Trailblazer for the next path. And even in that sense, that's still worse for me because that means I have to pull Hyacinth and Cyrene because I have to make up for the Trailblazers that would be getting replaced, which is kind of fine at this point. Because you have to think about the future while you're playing a gotcha game. Well, on this account, I have to think about the future. So either way, either way, I'm going to have pool for four, for four. Well, yeah, let's just say three because I might not pull Cyrene anyway. I might not even waste time for it. But you have to pull for three characters and their light cones. Not to mention, I have pulled for E1 on these characters along with their light cones. So, I mean, we're looking at what? Let's see. We're looking at around what, 500 pulls? Like, it's somewhere around there. We're looking at around 500 pulls. And that might even be generous. Let's see. Let's see, 90, 80. But I hit all the caster stuff at 70, so that's 200. That's 200. That's around two at least 210 pools already. If we're looking at casters, that's at least 210 pools already. And I'm not accounting because I don't remember on this account specifically if I lost 50/50s. And then Evernight is the same thing, where of course this is after I already had had gone in for fight on and didn't get him, but the point is still the same. And it actually makes my point even more because if I didn't pull if I didn't pull for Evernice, I mean if I didn't pull for Finance Lycone, I may not have gotten Evernice Lycone. Well no, I wouldn't have got her E1 because I pulled her Lycone first. I pulled Lycone as soon as I pulled her. Like I went right after Lycone. But and that puts me at a bigger disadvantage because she really needs this. She really needs this. She really wants this, but she really needs this. Like playing every night without this, but she was S0 when I played it like that. It felt like she just did nothing. She was there, and This account is different because it doesn't have a build for it. So the build I have for her on this account is awful. But yeah, I mean, it's good. It's good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough for me to run through Pentaconi with. Since Pentaconi we're gonna have the whole break mechanic at the end, so it's good enough for me to run with this. But the state of the game, where the game's getting at, where you have to continually get these light cones, it's not good. We already had a situation like this dude right here back in the day where he was trying. Yeah, his business horrible too. But oh yeah,